Hey everybody, I'm Tashina and this is
Portia.
And welcome back to Two Sides of the Same Mess. And today me and Portia is going to be debating something that a lot of people wonder. Is tracking your partner's location smart or is it controlling? Now I'm on the side where I think it's smart and logical and for your safety and it keeps you in the loop. And she's over here waving all the red flags because she's more on the controlling. She believes it's on the controlling side. So today we're going to be breaking down the subject and sharing our perspective and seeing where the line really is. So let's get into it. All right. So my number one thing why I think sharing your location with your partner is safety. For me, safety always comes first. Having the, and my husband, he commutes. So having his location and knowing where he's at and that he made it to work, that I don't always have to text him, especially when he's driving, he can't answer. I could just look and know that he made it to work. Or say his car breaks down, I know exactly where he's at, where to send somebody to go get him or whatnot. So for me, it's safety is the number one thing.
Okay, I understand that, but really, what can you do?
It's for my peace of mind.
It's not safety then. It's your peace of mind.
It is safety because I can call somebody and tell where Eric's at. Like, instead of guessing where he's at, I can say Eric is exactly right here. Yeah, this is where he's at. Remember before we didn't have the location, we can kind of be like, we think he right here by this tree, or whatever. But now you can look and you can see, and I can see that he made it to work without always having to text or call, or I could just look, he's at work and put my phone down. And so it is a lot of peace of mind, but it is for a safety thing as well.
Okay. I feel like everybody still deserves their privacy and their personal space.
Yeah.
And your partner having your location is kind of an invasion of your privacy. Now, I'm not saying go out and do stuff, but I'm saying it's just basically you tracking me is like, you know what I mean? That's kind of a, So
basically, if you're saying, if your partner's telling you this is where I'm going to be, this is where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to look at their location.
No.
See, for me, it's not about that. Like me, I got anxiety. I like to know when because he used to always have to text me or call me that he made it to work. And sometimes he would forget or he would just start working and then text me or call me and I'd be like, did he make it work? Is he dead? And so I would call him during work, did you make it? And so now I could just pick up the phone and be like, okay, he made it. And then I'm fine. So I don't, you know what I mean? That's where it is. Number two for me, it kind of just builds transparency. So if both people agree, now it has to be both people agree. It can't be some people just tracking their location and don't know that they're tracking their location. It has to be, we both know that we have each other's location. So there's it's nothing to hide. There's no control. There's just openness. And it just helps in everyday situations. For me, again, it's just the safety and the peace of mind kind of thing for me. And it kind of helps too, right now, he's coming home. Instead of me calling him, I can look his location and see how far away he is so I know when to cook dinner because we like to eat dinner together. Or if I'm ordering dinner, I know when I can order dinner by the time. So mine is more practical.
But see, with that's why I feel that's why a lot of communication is taken out of the relationship.
Yeah.
Because now you're just tracking them. When, you know what? Pick up the phone. Hey, are you on your way home? What time you think you're going to be here? That's a conversation. That's dialogue between you and your mate that you having their location is taken away. And then in that conversation, okay, yeah, you guys want to eat dinner together. But what, you call them, be like, hey, I'm about to order dinner. I'm just trying to see how close you are. That gives him the opportunity to be like, oh, I'm about getting off the freeway. Add me some fries in there. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes it takes the communication out of a relationship because we're so quick to just let the computers do the work.
Yeah, well, for me and Eric, if Eric wants to talk, most of the time we talk when he comes home. Mm-hmm. We're on the phone until he pull up into the parking lot. But there's times where Eric just wants to listen to music or Eric wants to talk to his phone with his mom. So he'll tell me. So then that part I know that I can't call. There's no communication. So it's easy for me to pick up the phone to see where his location is. But most of the time, like I said, he likes to talk to me because he'll be tired or whatever. But there's times where he sometimes wants to wind down, listen to music and stuff like that. So that's something between us that works that I'm able. So it's not. I get what you're saying completely. But with me and him, especially when I'm off, most of the time when I'm at work, we don't, communicate because I'm at work and he's driving home or whatever. And that also too, because I don't drive, so I get to see exactly how close he is to pick me up, so I can know. Let me hurry up and so I can clock on time and this and that and that. So that helps me as well. And the calling thing with that, when he's driving or if I'm at work, I can't really too much pick the phone up and call him if I'm working.
But I'm saying, like, if you're working, there's no need to track his location.
Well, I track it because I want to know, but when it gets close time for me to leave, I need to know how close he is. So then, because I don't like where he has to wait for me when he always has to drive 2 hours to come. So I like to know, so let me hurry up, count this drawer, hurry up, get this done. So I know I can be out there in time.
Okay.
That's how I track. That's why I track it.
Okay. So, is it a red flag though when your partner insists on it? Like, what if he just said, "I don't want you to have my location"?
And sometimes Eric turns it off because sometimes he forgets because he's real big about his battery life. He's one of those old men. So when he comes or whatever app, that's why he don't have Marco Polo. Anything he feels drains his battery, he doesn't want it. So the only reason he got the 360 where we track each other is because Kyla asked for us all to go on it, and because we just recently got it. So I say maybe 4 months ago we recently got it. So he was okay with getting it. So sometimes he'll turn his location off when he's home and he forgets. And if I look at him and I see that's not on, I'm fine. I don't call him like, why your thing ain't not on? Or why don't you turn it on? I don't do that. Now, one time I did do it because I'm new at it and I didn't know what it meant. It said something, I thought maybe his phone broke or something. So I called him and I asked him, and then he was like, oh no, I forgot to turn it on. And that was it.
Okay.
So I understand if I was like, why don't you got your location on? Turn your location on. Like, I don't really trip on it because I trust him and I already know that he probably just forgot to turn it on because I see in the middle of the day when he does remember, he'll turn it on and it'll be like, Eric left home. And then you see he's at work. So it's like, and I don't trip. I don't be like, oh, why he turned his location on right now? I don't have that mind frame because we're kind of past that. So I think it all depends on where you're at in your relationship, what type of person you are, why you want the location. Because it can be very toxic. It can. And it can be really controlling.
When it comes to the location, I feel like it should be like pre-marriage. Like if you're married, then certain things, it's a different ball game. But like if you're dating, it's up to that person. Like if I turn on my location and share my location with you, then that's what I do. But just because I did it, don't mean you need to do it. Don't mean I could be like, well, you got my location, I should have yours. No, because there is times where I Uber. And I send my location to my mate because I'm in an Uber with the motherfucking name Big Bam. You know what I mean? And like it's a safety thing, but it's like just while I'm in that Uber ride. But like I feel like when dating, if that person wants to give you their location, that's fine. It shouldn't be mandatory. Though, because I know like, man, the locations of the people I got, I just be being nosy, see what they actually doing.
Because that's the thing I was going to bring up. So, like, I know you have your Melissa's, all the locations. So, what you have hers for safety as well, right?
Yeah.
So, what if you really just want to have your partners for safety, and it's not for you just to check if he's doing stuff? Like, again, I think it's your mind. Because what if he works somewhere or he's always
that's why I said I've had that situation before where they do drive 2 hours, not just text, hey, you make it, all right, and then like, because to me, I know if I got your location and I'm bored, I'm gonna check it.
So again, for you, it's self-awareness.
It ain't got nothing to do with like I don't trust them. I just be like, what are you doing? Because like literally, I'll be like, if I'll text my best friend, if I text David and he don't reply back, where this nigga at that he ain't replying back?
You look at
and I'll see where he's at. I'm like, oh, he's at work. So I know if I was to have my partner's location, I would invade their privacy. Like I would invade their space because I'll be like, oh, you didn't reply to me. Where are you at?
Where are you at?
And to me, that creates too much confusion in my brain.
Yeah.
Because then it sends me down a rabbit hole that I don't need to go down because like literally he's at work and I'm just, you know, whatever. So it's a me thing.
Yeah.
And but I get like if you're married and your spouse drives and stuff like that. But again, I feel like if he gives it to you, then it's like, okay.
And
I wouldn't press that issue.
Yeah, and it became when we first got it, all of us got it. Like I got Lamar's, Leilani's. It was a whole family thing. We all got it. Just for the safety thing. So, but before, if Kyla never brought it up, we would have never had each other's location. We don't. Yeah. You have, but it is very convenient, and it does give me a peace of mind to know that where he's at, that he made it safe. And then one time I only check it, and I don't even check, it just alerts me that he made it to work. Because I put where he always goes, so then it alerts me he made it to work, and that's all. I don't ever look at it and see where he's at or where he's at. I don't ever do none of that. So
knowing me, I'll be at nap time while the kids sleep.
Because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget I even have it. Sometimes it alerts me. Good. And I even have Ariana's. It alerts me when she goes to work and comes back and home. And only when I know it, because it alerts me. I don't ever look at her location. I don't. And the thing is, I've only had it for 4. It's like I'm not really used to looking at it or remembering that I have it. Now, if I did, I probably would look. I probably look, but I just don't do it.
And I know me, because I'm telling you, I'll be looking at my sisters, like I randomly went on there. I was like, "Where is Kendrick at?" And then she's at a Supercuts. Then I call her and what are you doing at Supercuts?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Girl, I'm getting my hair washed." I'm like, so I know I'll just be checking it just because I'm bored, and that will alone create an argument, because I won't be checking it on maliciousness. Yeah. It's just me being bored. And then I'll see you're somewhere weird, and I'll be like, "Don't eat that burger" or something. And you'd be like, "Why are you following me?"
Why are you watching?
But I'm being funny, and it creates a you don't trust me type thing. Yeah. But really, I'm just literally bored at work and just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah. Because that was another thing I was going to say. It all depends on the person and the reason. Because a lot of people too, they be tracking people's location, and the person don't even know they're tracking their location.
Yeah.
And
How is that though?
I don't know. They do it. I know people's like, "I'm tracking him." I'm like, I don't know if it's an app you can put on. I don't know.
You know what? It'd be ways that you could I didn't know Snapchat gives your location. Yes, I was going to say that, because there was a true crime case where they solved the case based on his girlfriend. His girlfriend scared me. His girlfriend had his location. I forgot Lola was in here.
His girlfriend had his location, and it pinpointed him exactly where the murder took place, and it was on Snapchat.
Yeah, I didn't know Snapchat.
Yeah, they were saying they were doing that on Instagram now too. They told you to turn off some kind of setting because people can track you.
Yeah, but
and I think that's invasion of privacy, because even though you're my follower, people don't know all their followers and all that shit. They shouldn't be able to have that access to tracking you and stuff like that.
Because I had a stalker before, and it's you don't want them to just pop up where you're at. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it just all depends on the person and why they're doing it.
I have a question.
Yes.
When can sharing your location with your mate become harmful?
When the trust is not there no more. So say, I'm going to use an example. This ain't a real example. This is say me and Eric got into it, and it had something to do with, I felt like he was doing something. And then I'm over here tracking his location and calling him why he ain't where he at. That can become, and as with anything, I could be like, "Hey, why your car here? You use it here." You know what I'm saying? That's when it becomes toxic. When you use the tool to track once trust is not in a relationship, the location tool can be very toxic.
Yeah. And it can, for me too, it can become a really harmful thing in the relationship, because it's you need it. Yes. You got to rely on it in order to feel safe in your relationship. Yes. Then that's when it's don't
Yeah, with me having the peace of mind is, I get that, but people really need it for they're insecure. They really need to know. Mm-hmm. And this location tool too can also be very dangerous, because like you said about stalkers and stuff, you can have an ex-boyfriend that still has your location. You can still, and they know exactly where you're at, and they just pop up on you and do something to you. It's a very good tool, and it's just like the computer, just like the internet. it's a very good tool. Like you can do so much
It
with
works
it.
when it works, but when it don't,
But
it don't.
it's the people that use it, and it's the intentions behind how you're using it.
Yeah.
And it's always about intention. If you have very bad, dark intentions, any good thing can be bad. Any good thing can turn toxic, and any good thing can turn dangerous based on your intentions. So it all goes down to what is your intention of having your partner's location. Is it an innocent? Is it just for safety? And it can be for like, well, I don't drive, but say that I drove and me and Eric is meeting up with somewhere. Instead of him saying, hey, I'm over here by this blue car, I can exactly know where he's at, where I got to pick him up or where he got to pick me up or where I can pick Kyle up and stuff like that. So it's a very helpful tool.
It can be very helpful.
If the intentions behind it is pure. But if you have very bad intentions, it's going to be bad. So it's all, at the end of the day, it all lands up to people's intentions. It all boils down
onto you. What are you going to do with that information, basically?
And you should never track anybody that doesn't know they're being tracked. It should always be open communication. It should be like, if he wants to give you, like you said, if he wants to give it to you, let him give it to you. But don't make it where it's mandatory, where you have to have his location. Or say that you do have his location and one time it's turned off. That can become real bad too.
Yeah, because it's like,
because you're like, why
you haven't had your location off in a month and now you turn it off today?
Yeah.
Where was your
why are you turning it off now? And then you start tracking it and you notice he turns it off at a certain time every day. Then you're gonna be like, why are you turning your location? And then you said,
but why?
Yes, right. But then you become obsessed with that, and then it's just not a very good thing.
Yes, I agree. So
tied up to all that is your intentions behind using your tool. Any tool that can be great, like your phone, all that can turn bad. And bad intentions. Everything can turn bad if your intentions are not pure. So, yeah.
That's what it is. What do you guys think? Should you share your location with your partner or not? Let us know.
Yeah. Like, are you guys team boundary? Like, Portia, are you team check-in? Are you just like, I just need to know where this fool at? Like, is your intention pure?
No.
So drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Share this video if you know somebody that, abuses the locations or, share this video with them. Until next time. We'll see ya.